Everybody, what's going on? It's your girl Babbzy. I'm here. It's not even no skin teeth, no laugh thing today, no giddy giddy, nothing, no jokes, nothing. I'm gonna be bare shelling down from fucking now to the end. The intro, the outro, nothing. Shell fucking down. Let me tell you something. People doing bare cut nowadays. And lately I've been just trying to be on some happy spirit vibe thing and crack some jokes and whatever. Fuck this. Some people got to get the tear up. Now, first thing first. Yesterday now, Shibata. For those of you who don't know who Shibata is a fucking buller actor that live in Jamaica, right? That get up on Facebook yesterday. They say it's his admin. They say it was him. Who knows? But all of them can get shelled to fuck down. Shibata get up on Facebook yesterday after Usain Bolt and Johan Blake win the 100 meters and talk about them ain't want nobody, talking about Team West Indies. It's not cricket, but it's Team Jamaica and a whole bunch of fuckery. Now what I can't understand is that how a buller man really in Jamaica of all places spewing hatred on Facebook. So now what aggravated me is that Jamaicans coming in and commenting and saying, yeah, we don't want this and we don't want that, and a lot of fuckery. Now let me address you all individually. Shibata, you fucking buller. Let me tell you something. All they can tech, right, is for Conscience Popcorn, Tommy Lee, one of them people, to go and drop a song about killing fucking Batty boys in Jamaica for to got you scrambling about in Ocho Rios and can't come out you house, you know. I don't know how you of all fucking ignorant ass bitches could come out and talk about hatred being a buller in the fucking West Indies. I don't understand you at all. Furthermore, I tracing out you or your admin and want to deleting my comments. Let me tell you, you can't delete my fucking blog. Go and report this to your fucking big pussy mother. And if you think you could get me cursed out, let me tell you something. I will make you foop women till you're dead and change you back to heterosexual. You ain't want nothing with me, nor Team Babbzy. We just shell down people easy. Furthermore, I will send some bullers to come and deal with you and prolapse your fucking anus. Know who you dealing with, but you want to delete comments. All I tell you is that the fucking shit coming out your mouth is more than the shit that on your dick. And you can't take on my heat and you want to delete comments, cause suck your ass or father. In fact, you might like that. So let me tell you something. To the Jamaicans on your page talking about, oh yeah, when we this and when we that, people, we can't live backwards. We got to go fucking forwards. Yes, we fought one another back in the past and we don't want to claim 1,000 murders and this and that. But you know what? Till we all fucking unite as one, we're not going to get nowhere in this society. People that sit down and watch us fighting one another and battling one another, and they tell themselves, but look, them ain't even got to do nothing. Because the West Indies, all them they do is fight one fucking another. Big up Usain Bolt and Johan Blake, Team West Indies for fucking life. Because if it was from Trinidad or St. Kitts or anybody that win that competition, majority of the West Indians would have felt the same way. People just be embarrassed when bad things happen. Nobody want to jump up and claim 1,000 murders. But when good things happen, people just be happy. When bad things happen, people just be shamed. What the fuck wrong with that? All we got to do is that when bad things happen, instead of being shamed, look for ways to solve the fucking problem. Off that, and you and your bullying freaky rascal administrators come test me. Trust me. Believe me, I bored. I would shell down some bullers about here. I ain't even getting in that. Next one now. Obadeli Thompson speak out about the situation with Kim Collins. Kim Collins is a sprinter from St. Kitts. What happened is he got expelled because he was missing curfew and missing training practice in England for the Olympics because his wife was there visiting and he stayed off the village and he went to stay with his wife. He get expelled. Now Obadeli speak out and say, well, those of you who don't know Obadeli Thompson, the year that Donovan Bailey won gold, Atto Bolden won silver, Obadeli Thompson won bronze. Okay? So basically he's an Olympian for Barbados. And what happened was he spoke out and said that, you know what, small island Olympic committees don't really care about the Olympians, and they don't look at athletics the way that larger islands such as Jamaica look at, because Usain Bolt would have never get expelled from the Jamaican team if he did what Kim Collins did, which is true. That is true. Obadeli didn't lie. But what shocked me is that when I gone to read the article now, Beer Bajans on the Cartesian page, you know, cussing Obadeli Thompson. And I tell myself, Bajans will never fucking get it. I just feel sorry for Bajans. Listen, if you all don't start using your mind and stop violating and jumping in the fucking victim, nobody's gonna ever come forward and talk out against shit that happens. When people get raped, it's take them 20 years to come forward sometime. When people get molested, it's take them 20 years to come forward sometime. But the fact of the matter is, Obadeli speaking now about the things that happened 12 years ago, we should be applauding him and supporting him and saying, look, people that's coming up in the future that in athletics need to know what happens, because Obadeli's talking about times when he had to appeal a race and Barbados didn't even want to put forth the 100 US to do it. Are you fucking kidding me? Those are things we need to know. Why should we not know these things? Why are you crucifying Obadeli for opening his mouth? Obadeli, big up yourself. In fact, link me, let me talk, because yo, I want to get out all this, all that, so that all the Olympians and people or athletics people that want to come forward and do running and do track and field and do shit know what they're up against in Barbados, because changes got to be fucking made out there. And I don't care what anybody says. Beer cunt is going on in Barbados and everybody just sit in a corner. The ones with money don't want to talk out because they don't want to lose their money, and they're watching the rest of the people get trampled. Just know that you can't dead with the money in your fucking hand. You can't get buried with money. So if you, how you live is how you get dead. Understand what I tell you? Lastly, the National Cultural Foundation of fucking Barbados, NCF. You know that I was skimming over one for weeks. Every week people complaining to me about one of them. It got to the point last night now where I vex as cunt. You see my eyes, right? Because I wake up this morning at 2 something where people BBMing me like mad on Facebook, like mad, telling me that the tribute to Little Rick didn't happen at the NCF for the cobbler pot because them decide that they want to bring Chantel Lane to perform for an hour during crop over. Now let me tell one of something. Chantel Lane, big up yourself. I love you. You have done a lot for Barbados. Cobbler pot is not for you. I don't know who the fuck does be making these decisions. Because I don't know how you're going to put an R&B singer who talking about sleeping with her t-shirt on in the middle of fucking Kahabla pot when people's drunk, when people still drunk from the boat ride them now come from, and it's getting drunk to fucking go down to the Kadooment parade the next day. What the fuck wanna doing? For real, NCF? Who authorized that? Because you want killing. Next, you make a tribute to Little Rick. Why? Because you know that Little Rick would sell tickets, but then you want to fuck up the man at the end of the day because what? You have this vendetta against Little Rick? What the fuck going on in Barbados for real? Really and truly. The other day too, the Giselle's party, People's Monarch. The winner was Mikey, who is the ambassador for Digicel. I speak out and say that this don't make sense. People jumping in me like, oh, Babbzy's a hater. Babbzy's this. In no other country on this planet, choose one. Russia is communist. There is no way that a brand ambassador for a particular sponsor could ever win a competition done by that sponsor. Beijing's wake the fuck up. What are you giving your money to? NCF, you need an overhaul, because whoever is making these decisions for the judging, as I spoke about last week, and the decision making, you're making beer cunt whole decisions and you're throwing crop over in a ditch. Crop over has gone honestly from a top 10 carnival in the world to I don't even know where. Notice I'm here in Canada. I'm not a crop over. This is the first crop over I miss in decades, you know. Because I tell myself, them cutting out events, them doing a whole bunch of the flight is way too much money for me to go down there. And if I had come down for Cobbler Pot like I was gonna come, because I said the tribute to Little Rick, I don't want to miss it. God blind you. If I take $1,200 of my fucking money and pay it to come down to Barbados to see Little Rick get run off a stage, I swear to you, you see what happened in Colorado the other day? People would have dead bout there. NCF, you want overhauling. I make a Facebook page against the NCF. Let me tell you the name of the group right now, because I got it here on my Facebook page. It's called A Call to Have the NCF Revamped Before Crop Over Dies. People, join this group. Let me petition against the fucking NCF, because they've got to go. There's too much politics and this DLP and BLP, and you're interfering with our culture. The NCF should be teaching people how to make music, how the judging criteria works. There's no educational aspect to the NCF whatsoever. You're throwing shit in a ditch. And to you artists that fucking up crop over too, if the NCF want to give you $100 to jump out on the stage, have some fucking pride and tell them carry the cunt. What is 100 Barbados dollars gonna buy you? You know how much my fucking Malaysian Beijing hair costs? You mean to tell me that I can get up on a stage that I work all year to write music, produce music, and the NCF can come and give me 100 fucking Bajan dollars, which is $50 to rumble on a stage? Wanna need to get some fucking balls. Stop sitting down to piss. I telling you, we all got to work fucking together to make this shit happen. But all y'all half, you're all weak, and then the fucking predators are preying on the weak, and nobody's gonna fucking win. Babbzy here to talk upon them. Let me devise a plan, design something to make this shit work, because the NCF has got to go. After this year, them got to go. I don't care what petition, what office I gotta go down and sit in, who I got to threaten. The NCF got to fucking go. Cause when I can't get sleep at night in fucking Canada, we got a wrestle problem. I gone.